Hey guys, Puffin Biddy here once again. I hope you're all well. I'm out on a little ramble with my new camera. I say new camera, I should probably say new camera, because I ended up taking the one that I used for my last video back, because there was a few things about it that I wasn't quite happy with. It didn't have the line in for the mic, and a few other things that this one has. This is the 100D, that was the 1200D, so I'm hoping it's kind of a bit of an improvement. I'm smoking a Parker Poker. I don't know if you can see that. I'm hoping my camera will kind of focus. It may or may not. And in it, I am smoking some Baron Navy Flake, which is what's kind of become one of my go-to tobaccos, really. Really lovely stuff. Well, I'm kind of in the middle of a little ramble. I'm about a mile away, or so, about a mile and a half, I guess, from my house. In a bit of a sort of, I suppose, a kind of small kind of patch of woodland, which is kind of sandwiched between the Great River Ouse, which is behind me, and some quite intensely farmed arable land behind me. They've got a rotation of wheat in there. They supply Weetabix, apparently. But if you guys had your Weetabix this morning, I didn't. I'm more of a fruit and fibre kind of guy. Anyway, so yeah, it's a really beautiful day here in Bedfordshire. Gorgeous. It's certainly spring-like. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's spring yet. There's still a bit of a nip in the air, which reminds me, actually, I've got a little drop of whiskey. To warm me up. Got this little hip flask for Christmas. My good lady woman got me it. It's a beautiful pewter kind of engraved hip flask. And I've got some Isle of Jura single malt scotch in there, which is absolutely beautiful. It's been one of those weeks, I guess, that I feel has kind of required some moments of quiet reflection. So I'm glad to be out. Been catching up on a few videos, watching a few videos this morning, and yeah, I don't know, it seems like there's a bit of a surge, you know, a bit of a surge in some good videos there. But I'm trying to catch up, but it's, you know, it's difficult, as I'm sure everyone on here in this great community has kind of experienced. There's times where it's difficult to sort of watch every video, and you know, I've been doing a lot of VRs, and you know, I love supporting everyone's channels, I really do, but I was kind of almost feeling a bit guilty, thinking, oh, you know, I'm just doing VRs and not a lot else, and you know, I want to show support to people's channels, and you know, I think it's important to kind of get involved, but it's also good to kind of do your own thing, you know, whether you want to review a tobacco or talk about a pipe, or you know, go on a bit of a ramble. don't know if you can hear, there's some Canada geese behind me, making a rare old racket. It's very peaceful here. You know, I walked, as I say, a mile and a half, maybe more from my house to here. I didn't see another human being. It's quiet today. The village was quiet, and all the tracks to here, apart from the wind, of course. I'm hoping the wind isn't interfering too much with the sound. And I hope you can hear me clearly. I guess this is a bit of an experiment. It's going to take a few videos to really get used to using the camera. Well, yesterday was the inaugural departure of Flying Scotsman from King's Cross Station in London, which I think wound up in York. I'm not sure if you guys have heard too much about that in the States and Australia. Perhaps you have. It's been quite a big deal here for good reasons. Obviously wonderful to see a fantastic machine like that back in operation for a day. I say inaugural because it's been sort of reconditioned and made fit for purpose again, which is great. But, you know, a lot of people were going down to take photographs and standing in the way of other trains, and getting on the getting on the tracks and putting themselves and even their children's lives in danger. Just can't understand that. If you're so desperate to see it, head down to King's Cross, or I think it stopped in Peterborough for half an hour or so. Which certainly in the 19th century, towards the end of the 19th century, the Flying Scotsman always did stop at Peterborough for half an hour. But back then, I'm thinking about 1862. It took about 10.5 hours to get to Scotland. I think it's about 4 hours now. It was a big deal. The first steam train to reach 100 miles an hour. Quite amazing. At least I think that's right. Don't quote me on that. I suppose a bit like my video a few weeks back that I filmed at the church. This is another place that I come to. There's something about being near the water. Sometimes I go out on my kayak. Obviously in the summer. Well, I have been thinking about taking it out on a little winter run up the river at some point, but something about being by the river. I don't know. I think the river, or moving water, is very often used as a kind of metaphor for life, and that kind of the constant state of flux of life, for change. I always feel sort of quite at one in water, and I always feel quite at one, just kind of watching it. So enjoy the water. I'm going to wrap things up, guys, because I want to sort of perhaps walk a few more miles and then head back. But it's been really nice to come and just sit here and smoke a pipe. A shout out to Wayne. I know he's not been feeling too good. His last video said he was a bit rough, so I hope you're feeling better, buddy. It's rubbish when you're trying to smoke a pipe and not feeling too great. When you're bunged up and you can't taste it, it's horrible. And I think the last time I was a bit rough, I didn't smoke. In fact, actually, I've not smoked since last weekend, which is kind of unusual for me, but it's just been one of those weeks. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to find that kind of first pipe after a week or so, you get that kind of nicotine hit. So yeah, it's kind of it's nice. It's nice to be out here. It's nice to be out smoking a pipe in nature. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying your weekends. And peace out and be good.